Hey guys. So me and Jamie did a tasting, I think it was last week, and so we're going live again to taste some wine and just talk about a few things like how we met. So I am going to invite her to join me and we'll get this party started. Let's see. La la la. I'm just waiting for her. Let's see if she hops on. There she is. Yeah.
Hi!
I was like sitting here for a second, like,
Isn't that the worst where you're like,
I'm like, here I am,
everybody."
party of one.
It's time to start drinking.
All right, so I was just saying that we are gonna taste some wine, and then I sat looking like a doof, but
I don't believe that at all. I believe it was amazing.
I sat.
uncorking mine now. Have you already opened yours or no?
Well, okay, so funny story. So I was going to, and then I realized that I have a screw top. So I'm like, yes. I'm like, I can just go.
I would impress people with my piece of strength.
Unscrew it and boom.
Those are the best. I impressed my sister with those when I was like, check this out.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Don't need anything. Whites I feel like are easier to open though. Reds, I don't know about you, but reds, I'm like, ugh. Use the muscle.
Okay, so this is the Gallivant Sauvignon Blanc. And so for those of you that are new to Scout and Cellar or haven't even heard of what Scout and Cellar is, this is all about clean crafted wine. So there is no added pesticides, no junk in here. It's vegan, biodynamic. Basically, when you drink it, it not only tastes good, but you're not going to feel like crud because there's no nasty chemicals. So I'm doing the Gallivant Sauvignon Blanc. Jamie, what are you doing?
I'm doing the Nest Sauv Blanc. It smells really, really nice and fruity when you smell it. So it looks like this. Nice, really pretty. I love how even on the back of the bottle it says, we created Nest to celebrate the comfort of home, the power of growth, and the splendor of nature's little miracles. Like, on a lot of our bottles, they have like something really cute and like the heart behind it. And I just think that it just makes it more fun for me to go on like a little scavenger hunt with my bottle. Like,
yeah,
what a fun little thing is about this.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it says we do life on our own terms. We chase the sun, we pursue adventure. No matter where it takes us, we live in the authentic and we obsess over the simple things. So, yeah, super cute messages. I know, right? Super fun.
That's so fun.
Okay, so
I totally took a sip early.
oh, right. Okay, so so we're still learning, but the 4 S's are you see it, right? You sip it, or no, you see it, you swirl it, smell it, then sip. Yes. So I think the whole premise behind swirling it is it opens it up, and then you get to smell it. Mine definitely smells, I don't know if you can say that it smells crisp. I don't know that makes sense, but it's
I think the more you taste the wines, when you smell it, you can start to kind of know like that's going to be crisp or that's going to be creamy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take a sip of this guy.
Go for it.
We'll see. Ooh. Okay.
What are you getting?
I don't know what I'm getting yet. It's very I don't know the right way to describe it because newbie. But it's
Hey,
like
samesies.
but it Jamie samesies.
Yeah.
It goes down really like I'm not normally a white wine drinker, like normally ever.
Right.
But it's very refreshing. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
not creamy. I would say this is crisp.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's smooth. Like it doesn't. Yeah, it's a smooth white wine. That's not. I don't think
Mine
it's
is really
sweet.
light. Like it
Yeah,
doesn't hit you really hard. You know, when you go to smell it, it's not like,
yeah,
whoa,
it's not
something
overwhelming.
strong. Right.
Yeah, I like it. It's a nice wine for the summer and the heat because it's white. It's light. Um, I'm trying to see what notes I'm getting of it, but it would pair well with I think like sushi or like Thai food because it's kind of light and crisp.
Yep.
So like I feel like if you had like spicy food, it'd be really refreshing with it.
You can see that. I like my white wine with popcorn. Like,
Ah,
I don't know why I like popcorn and that little bit of fruitiness, like this, not overly sweet, but like the sweet and salty factor.
right. Yeah. So what we thought we would do is we would be tasting wine, and this would give us a chance to chat every week, and then
Yep.
also maybe talk about something that could be fun because both of us have 2 kids under 5, and we know Exhibit A.
Oh, man.
And so, kids can wine, so we figured mommies need wine too. So,
yes.
so for our first little tasting, we thought we'd just talk about how we met. And so I didn't tell you this, but I went through and scrolled all the way back into our messages and looked at our and it was like long. I was like scrolling.
Well,
And
we've
so I
been
scrolled,
friends on here for a couple of years, so I'm impressed it even allowed you to go that far.
I know, right? I kept scrolling and I was waiting for it to like cut me off and see. But so I kept scrolling, and it finally popped up, and yours was the first message, and this was like August, I think, of 2018 was when you first messaged me, and you were like, and this is when I had just started kind of posting like food, and because I'm all about clean eating or whatever, and so. I'm just waving to some friends here. Hey yo.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey, thanks for joining in, guys.
Yeah. So you had messaged me and you were like, oh my gosh, I love your page. Like, and you were your total positive, upbeat self. And you were like, I love what you do. Just so excited to connect with you, And I was like, yeah, cool. This is so fun. Like, and then you said, my name's Jamie, and I have 2 kids I think at that point it was under 3. And so I was like, oh my God, my name's Jamie too. And like, we kind of freaked out a little bit about it. And then, you do Beachbody and you're kind of all into the clean and fitness. And so, you were like, hey, I think you'd be great at what I do. And I was like, I'm way too busy, blah, blah, blah. And then we just kept talking and then I started doing Beauty Counter, and you were still there. We're still chatting, and then we just kind of kept vibing, and then wine came into our life, and here we are, and now we're like super great friends. We chat every day, and it's so fun.
Love that.
You live in Michigan. I live in California, and we just now we're like, let's connect every week and drink wine and chat. So it was pretty funny, like looking back.
I love that seriously so much. And I know we had talked about this before, like kind of the span of our friendship, because I think sometimes people look at social media like it's fake relationships, or it's different. It's not really real. It's all superficial or whatever. I've always had the exact opposite. I feel like I've met like real amazing friends that I feel like I know you in person, even though we've never met in person before.
Yeah.
And I feel like it can be such a blessing if you want it to be. And the more you find people that you connect with, the better an experience it is. And I remember when I first found your page, it was because you were posting like food stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, she just seems like so much fun. Like, I want to hang out with her. And like, totally, I was never hurt or offended that you didn't want to do Beachbody. It was that sort of thing where I'm like, I wanted to work with you in some way. And then when, like you said, like when the wine came along, I was like, boom, I'm on it. Let's do this. And it has just been so much fun, so much fun. Oh, and don't let me forget to tell you about the Nest one.
Yeah.
Too. But it's, I think it's just really fun getting to hear how people know each other. So as you're in the comments, let us know how you met either of us. Like, we would love to hear like that story. Is it from growing up? Is it from, one kind of community or another? A lot of people in my audience, we met because we all had babies in August 2017, so it was like this little baby boom happened and we all got kind of connected in together. That's so fun because then our kids are growing up and we understand potty training and all these different things. And now I'm getting plugged in with a lot of other special needs moms with speech delay or whatever. And so it's just been, community is huge, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Makes such a difference.
Okay, so tell us about Nest.
Okay, so I have to tell you about this because I am also mainly a red person, but I started out drinking really sweet wines with Riesling, sparkling wines, things like that. Asti was our favorite sparkling wine. Still is, but that's also mainly because I haven't tried our sparklings. I haven't tried them yet. All right, so this, when you smell it, just smells like really light and fruity. And then when you taste it, it's like a citrusy peach. And the only way that I could like really pick up on that citrus is it's a really light to my tongue. I mainly get the peach, but there is a little bit of like a citrus in there. And from our tasting cards, it says that there's lime. And I'm like, oh, yeah, there it is. I can totally taste that. That's really nice and light. It's actually partially oak aged, which I think is fun. I'm sorry for like the weird lighting, like kind of going into like sunset time. Yeah, it's partially oak aged, so I like that. I think you get a little bit of that softness because of the oak aging, but you don't really lose the crispness. It doesn't switch fully over into creamy.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, this one, the tasting notes on the Sauvignon Blanc. So this is the Gallivant. It's peachy and lime, and it's definitely fruity and crisp. I wouldn't describe it as earthy. So I think that's kind of, I guess, is kind of a standard with Sauvignon Blanc, and obviously still learning about all of that. But yeah, they're good. I like this one. Have you had the Gallivant one yet?
I don't think I have. I've only had the Gallivant. What do you want, buddy? The Gallivant Chardonnay, and that is much creamier. No, that's Mama's, buddy. I'm sorry. So sad. Yeah, the Chardonnay is much creamier than the Sauv Blanc, but I really like the Gallivant Rosé. Have you had that yet?
No, I ordered that, and I think I have it, but I haven't unboxed it yet. I got
Oh,
it from
okay.
my tasting, but yeah, I want to try that one.
I really like that one. The Galvan Chardonnay was really good. Yeah, I feel like I've been trying so I do part mix six wine club and then part a la carte. So that way I get a chance to choose, kind of
Oh
either
yeah,
new
that's
wines
a good
I've never
idea.
tried or choose my favorites. But I also get surprised with
Ooh yeah,
half of my monthly order. And that's been working out
nice.
really well for me,
That's cool.
to like split. But yeah, I, my husband does not drink wine. I go through a case of wine a month. So having that split wine club 6 and 6 a la carte, I get the volume discounts in both and then get the, I know, like, it's me. I get the volume discounts on both and I have fun. Like, it was so
Yeah.
fun getting my like surprise packages in with the wine club and then being like, oh, well, now I know what to order for my a la carte because then I don't like double dip. I get to try fun exclusives. It works out
Yeah.
well for me.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Mm. I
That's
know
good.
it's been really fun hearing about how often people drink, and some people are like, it's hard sometimes to say, right? Like
Yeah.
some people, it's like, oh, does this make it sound like a problem? I'm like, we're a free judgment free zone here.
Yeah.
We're in a friendly space.
Can I share the story of when I messaged you about what we should taste?
Yes, go for it.
So I was like, hey, we both, of course, said at the same time, what do you want to taste tonight? And I was like, hey, I'll do a white. I'm thinking a white because me, like, I really like wine. Like the theme of my wedding actually was wine, which is kind of funny. And like when we got engaged, we had just been on a huge wine trip. Like I love wine, but I'm also very like calorie conscious, this and that, and I'm pretty controlled, so you can figure out what that means. And so, like, when I would drink wine, I'm like, I don't like the way I feel the next day. I feel like I don't feel well. So obviously with this, it's totally different. But so I'm still, though, very, like, I would say I've worked up to, like, I used to, like, a full glass is probably, like, that much, right? Is that normal?
I go off of restaurant pours where you can get like anywhere from a 6-ounce or a 9-ounce glass.
Okay, so I'm
and
probably
so I tend to go for like 6 to 8 depending on the
so
day.
like when I go out, I'm always like, do you have the like half pours, like 3 ounce? Like I'm one of those. Like I need the
Sure.
I need the little guy. So I would say though, because of the way this wine tastes and because of the way I feel, I'm like working up to a normal size glass of wine, which is like
Sure.
exciting. So so I messaged her and I was like, okay, well I'm thinking I'll open the Sauv Blanc because it's going to be hot this weekend. That way, if I open this bottle, like this will be good for the weekend. Like I'll be good. And I was like, but I know you just opened the Barbera. Like I don't want to make you open up something again. And she's like, yeah, I opened it yesterday, but it's already gone. And I was like,
doesn't last long around here.
And I was like, that's okay. And I was like, we're the same name, but we're different, and that's good, and that's why this is fun. So, cheers.
Yes. Cheers, friend.
Oh, man, that was fun.
I always think that when people can get into a comfortable space to be able to talk about wine, like it does start to become more fun. There doesn't need to be a weird cloud over it. I think everyone knows themselves, and obviously if someone has a problem with alcohol, like please be aware of that. Like don't put yourself into a problem situation. Oh gosh, it's quarantine. Like it's a rougher day and age than most situations.
Yeah.
But it tastes good, and I really like enjoying like a little bit every day because it helps to relax. When mommy's happy, everyone's happy. I actually saw a really funny meme with Lisa Rinna. Oh my gosh, I'll have to send that to you separately. It was fantastic. Yeah. We can't send something on a live video, but I'll send it to you later.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, and because, you know, you feel good. It's like having a glass is, you know, it's
I don't
all
get
about
headaches anymore. Yeah. The clean aspect really helps too, in the sense of I feel like I can enjoy it more freely, you know, without feeling, I always like to say it doesn't ruin my night or my next day.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Sweet. Well, there we are, Sauvignon Blancs and intro of how we met. You could drop us a comment if you watch us and tell us what we should talk about next week. Because next Thursday we'll go live, a new tasting, Jamie's Taste Wine. We're here for it.
It's got a good ring to it.
All right. Well, you have a good night. I'm getting ready to do dinner. You're probably getting ready to do bedtime. Back to mom life. But at least we got a little wine and chit chat in there.
The girl time is literally my favorite with all of this. Like,
I know, right?
A little bit of adult human interaction versus
the community
all the toddler time. Yes.
Yeah. But if you like Gallivant or if you like Sauvignon Blanc, this is a good, clean, white, nice wine. And I think you would say the same with yours.
I totally would.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you guys have more questions about how do you get this, message one of us. I think we're both going to post in our stories a little more info on wine, and we'll be back next week.
Woohoo! Hey, happy 4th. Cheers, friends.
Yeah, cheers. All right.
Woohoo!
Bye, girlfriend.
Bye.